Let's
Okay, let's start. Now sit your body upright and relaxed. And let your awareness come back to this body. Just feel your body right now. And no matter how it feels, just accept. And this is the natural phenomena. The nature exists not only in the external world, but your whole body and mind is part of the nature. And whatever you feel is part of the nature. So just accept it as so, as a whole. This body is sitting here and breathing. And it is this nature happening itself. And it is not you. Don't interfere the nature. Don't interfere the breathing. Among all different kinds of feelings in the body, we choose the breathing as the one to settle our mind. And choose it as the representative of the nature. And we are not to concentrate or focus onto the breathing. But settle yourself on it. Just like a drop of dew settling on the lotus leaf. This drop of dew doesn't need to hold tight onto the leaf. But just surrender itself to the leaf. So in the same attitude, let us surrender this mind and this awareness to the breathing. Let this natural breathing be your guide. And you can rely on it, and you are humble to it. It's beautiful and comfortable to give ourselves to the nature. Just relax into the breathing. It is the rhythm of the nature. Rely on it, but don't interfere it. The more you can relax your mind, and the easier you can settle on the breathing. And the stabler you can stay with the breathing. If you want to find something to concentrate due to your habits, then you just concentrate on this relaxation. Concentrate on this mind resting on the breathing. Rest deep into the breathing. And in the rhythm of breathing, let his body relax. The whole body, all the joints, all the muscles, tendons, just let them relax. Rest in the breathing. And your mind is not with the body, but it is with the breathing at the background. And when we settle down the body, then let us go to the area of the head. Let this brain unfold and relax in the rhythm of breathing. And you can kindly invite it to take rest in the breathing. It's not a request. Every breath is your kindness to the brain. Let this busy brain rest in the breathing and don't disturb it. It is fine to be busy because this is the nature happening right now. And now we don't continue to let it be busy. Just stop to urge the brain to work. And let it be itself. We just embrace it with the breathing. And remember, this brain is not yours. It is part of the nature. Including all the thoughts and images inside. is part of the nature. And actually we have nothing to do. We just wait and know. Just give this body and mind to the breathing. Just let the spring rest in the breathing, and you become clear and bright. But don't think that this is my brain, clear and bright. It's none of your business. Continue. Let it breathe. Let it rest in breathing. Or in another way of expression, you can understand that let it breathe in the peacefulness of the brain. And don't disturb the resting brain. Just keep natural breathing and wait until the brain becomes peaceful and stable. When the brain becomes silent, then you are naturally resting deeper into the breathing. And you can enjoy such resting in breathing. Be content in every breath. Slowly, you will have feeling of peace and happiness at the center of your chest. And then now we can move our attention to this area. Now rest your breathing in this area, in this feeling of peace and happiness. And every breath is full of content. Such feeling of content means the absence of wants. And the mind is completely willing to stay at the present moment. Only when it is not content, then you try to escape from the present. If it cannot escape from the present location, then it will escape from the present moment. Escape into the memory of the past or the imagination of the future. The feeling of content will make it willing to stay at the present. Just let go your wants. Now we are not looking for anything. And just be content to whatever you have, wherever you are. And happiness arouses in your mind. Now rest yourself in the content of every breath. Stay in this balance and happiness. Rejuvenate your mind. Happiness is the energy of life. We are living the life only when we have happiness. And you can stay at the center of the chest until you want to go deeper into the peacefulness. If you feel that the mind wants to rest deeper into the peacefulness, then you can move your attention to the abdomen area. The lower abdomen area. Here it is a silent space. It is secured and boundless. It's the place that you can completely rest yourself. Just like what you did in the mother's womb. Just like what you did in the mother's womb.
당신이 어머니 뱃속에서 한 것과 같습니다. Feel deeper into the pure peace in every breath. We rest deep enough into this peacefulness, then we don't even want to remember our self-identity. If we don't have this self-identity, then no doubt can move the mind. The mind is equanimous. The mind stays in the equanimity. Balance.
마음은 평정심에 머물러 있습니다.
Let go everything to the nature. Actually, everything is belong to the nature. And there's nothing that is you. And even this awareness is part of the nature. You are the nature, yet there's no you. And now let us transfer the merit.
May this merit of meditation offered and worship the Triple Gem in our mind. May this mind grow in the Triple Gem. May it be free from the 5 hindrances. And refrain itself from the greed, aversion, and delusion. And may all sentient beings share our merit. May they understand the importance of Dhamma. And may they grow in the Triple Gem. Now you can move your body and open your eyes. If you go into the nature often see, then you will find that it is your teacher, and the nature is always teaching you the Dhamma. The Buddhist practice is not practicing to be anything. It's not a pursuit for the true self or higher self, whatever name you give. But it's a way to understand non-self. When we understand that what we call self is not an entity at all, it is just an attachment. Then you understand that actually whatever you know, and including the knowing itself, is the nature. This body and mind is nothing different from the external nature. And once we are awake, just come back to the breathing. And when we are knowing the breathing, we are not only knowing the breathing itself, but the nature in the breathing. And this is a reminder for us. The breathing is teaching you that whatever you are feeling now in the body or in the mind, it is the nature. Then you can go beyond the good and bad feelings. They are the same in the sense that they're just natural phenomena. It's nothing different from the weathers outside. When we find that we own nothing, we are nothing, and this is the highest freedom. Nature means non-self. Nature means emptiness. Empty from self-identity. Can you feel the nature in every breath? We don't need to look outside from our windows. The nature is inside your breath. It is everywhere in your body and mind. When you can relax the ego, then you are the nature. The nature never suffers. Even the earth explodes in a nuclear bomb. The nature never suffers. So if our mind find this original nature, then it will never suffer from the nuclear bombs too. This body and mind is just a tool for us to use temporarily. it is not your identity. Once we think that something is just temporal, then we will not rely too much on it. Just like when you know that you just stay in the hotel room for one night, then you not bother from how it's decorated. But you bother a lot for your own for the decoration in your home. Because you think that this is my permanent place. And this is the meaning for us to contemplate impermanence. It will make us let go this body and mind. They are just temporary place to live. They are just energies. The body is energy, the feelings, energy, and even the thoughts are energies, emotions are energies. In the Buddhist term, it called it dhatu. Dhatu means elements. And we suffer only when we think that this group of dhatus belong to me, or it's me. We suffer when we think that this is my permanent place. Although we understand that everyone will die, we will die, but at least in this life, this body is my permanent place. And that's why we bother a lot to the situations of the body. Reflect every day. This body and mind is just a temporary place.
then we will not get deluded. And when someone scolds you, then you understand such feeling is just temporary. Someone scolds you.
Someone scolds you. scolds가 누가 자기한테 잔소리할 때.
The more we attach to this self-identity, the more we try to defend this self-identity, and the more we suffer. Then you see the nature never suffers from the yesterday bad weather. Only human suffers from yesterday's cold. Okay. Karen?
I have like 3 short questions. And one thing is like, do you remember when you told me that not to hate someone, like when they are actually like selling their sexuality and, like purchasing it? Yeah, and I thought like I understood it at the time, but I think like I feel like that understanding is like expanding. And I realized that like only when I cannot understand why they did it, then I am angry. But like you said, like if I understand that why these people have no choices but to live the way they do, I don't feel that anger again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because with such way of thinking, our mind will be equanimous. We understand that actually they and me are actually the same. We are working in the same mechanism. We are just part of this mechanism, right? And that's why we forgive other people and forgive ourselves too. So even we have a lot of bad habits, bad dark things in our mind, we can forgive because this is because of all the conditions in the past, and we can do nothing except accept and forgive.
Can I translate?
Yes.
오케이. 그래서 이제 제가 예전에 아잔유 스님께서 이제 제가 여쭤본 어떤 그 질문에 대해서 이제 뭐 그런 성을 파는 분하고 사는 자들, 그 사람들에 대해서 연민을 가지라고 얘기한 적이 있으셨는데 이해를 하고 최근에 그게 좀 더 이제 보편화가 됐는데 최근에는 저 사람들이 그냥 저 사람들의 삶을 돌아보면 저렇게 할 수밖에 없었던 이유들이 정말 많았겠다는 생각이 들고 그거를 이해 못할 때 제가 화가 나지만 이해하게 되면 그닥 화가 나지 않는다. 그랬더니 아전님께서 이제 뭐라고 하시지? 그래가지고 어쨌든 아전님께서는 뭐 그런 식으로 이제 자기 자신도 이해하고 남도 이해하고 그러면은 이제 분노가 일어날 일이 없고 그렇다고 하셨습니다. 오케이. Okay, second. Yeah, and this is like the first one, and during today's meditation, I kind of like before, like I thought I was a decent person. Actually, I thought I was like a very good person. but I don't know, like especially during today's meditation, I remembered all the non-filtered words that I, like spit at other people. And I realized, oh, that's like evil. And I thought, oh, like other people must be so upset because I said these like evil things. And my question is, like, before I thought I was a good person, but now I realize that I do many, many like hurtful speech, and it makes me fear because I've done so many wrong speeches before, and I was like, oh, like if I die and if there's reincarnation, would I be born in hell or something? I'm kind of really scared. Like, even though if you don't think about hell, it's just I just realized the severity of my speech.
There's no one will sentence you to the hell except yourself. So that's why you see only the humans suffer from yesterday's speech.
Oh.
Just give everything to the nature. If it is the natural result of our bad speech, then just accept it, and then just enjoy to go to the hell, because that is the necessary thing and the only way you can choose. Then just go. But when you can give up yourself to the nature, actually, even you go to the hell, it will not last long.
It will not last long.
Because the hell cannot get enough food to maintain itself.
Okay.
That is your hatred.
Yeah. I realized that I had a lot of hatred.
Yeah, that's it. Then why you still continue to feed the hatred, to feed the hell in your mind?
Yeah, but this hatred is connected to understanding. So, but the more I understand, the less I, speak in a bad
the
way.
The more you understand, then the more you can forgive yourself. That is the right way.
I'll translate. 그래서 이제 제가 오늘 명상하면서 느꼈던 건데, 이제 이전에는 내가 굉장히 괜찮은 사람이라고 생각하고 살았는데, 이제 명상을 하면서 계속 보니까, 내가 사람들한테 심한 말을 굉장히 많이 하는구나라는 걸 이제 깨달았거든요. 그래서 어느 정도로 깨달았냐면, 너무너무 겁이 나서 내가 잘못한 게 너무 많아서 나도 지옥에 떨어지는 거 아닌가, 이렇게 생각이 들 정도로 말을 심하게 한 것 같은데, 어떡하냐 그랬더니 아잔유가 이제 그러한 나 자신도 이제 받아들이고, 이제 용서하다 보면은 뭐 지옥에 가더라도 잠깐 갈 것이다. 이렇게 얘기를 하셨어요. Okay, last but not least. Okay. I'm working at a company right now. And people are so afraid to lose their jobs. But yes. But I always tell other people, if you try to fire me, I'll just open up a waffle stand. And I would be very happy to do that. But it seems like this is very common in Korea. Like, if you get a good job, if you work in line and someone is bullying you, a lot of people commit suicide. And I don't really understand, because you can just get out of the place, and right?
Yes, actually.
So I cannot understand why, but some people try to choose to kill themselves instead of just letting them fire you.
Because they find they are very much attached to the self-identity. They think that when other people is bullying them, then the self-identity is hurt. So no matter where you go, the self-identity is hurt. Cannot escape from it. And their life is actually built on such self-identity, built on the ego. They cannot accept when this ego is hurt.
But what I thought was that, if you can't stand it, you can just, become homeless, not jobless.
Yeah, that's it. Why not?
That's okay. So okay. Let me. So you think
So
what do
just
you think?
like just like a tree in the nature, right? So when there's typhoon comes, and when if the tree can stand until the typhoon goes, then it can still grow,
Oh.
right? That is the way the nature works. But human is
Mm.
different.
Mm.
When the typhoon goes, the tree commit suicide.
So so your answer would be to just let it go and stay there.
Yeah, because everything is temporary.
Oh, okay. I'll translate. 제 질문이 뭐였냐면, 이제 회사에서 사람들이 일을 하다가 잘리는 거에 대해서 너무 두려움이 많은데, 저는 맨날 저희 팀장님한테, 저 잘리면 와플 가게 할 거예요. 맨날 이러거든요. 근데 진짜 와플 가게 하고 싶은 마음도 있고, 이렇게 막 네이버 다니다가, 카카오 다니다가 막 자살하고 그런 거 이해가 잘 안 간다고 했거든요. 근데 아전유가 이제, 제가 아전유 스님한테 이제, 힘들면, 죽을 만큼 힘들면 나오면 되죠. 그랬더니 아전유 스님은 이제 그것이 아니라, 그냥 이제, 그것도 또한 지나가리라 하며 이렇게 기다리면 되는데 이제 그거를 자기 자아를 상처를 냈다고 생각하고 거기에 너무 집착해서 이제 자살을 하는 거다. 라고 얘기해서 제가 이제 아저씨한테 그러면은 가장 좋은 솔루션은 이제 뭐 기다리는 거겠네요. 그랬더니 맞다고 하시면서 이제 보통 자연에서 나무는 이제 태풍을 맞아도 그 자리에 계속 있으면서 그것이 지나가는데 이제 그 태풍을 견디지 못하고 이제 자살하는 거는 인간밖에 없다. 그렇게 말씀하셨습니다. 오케이. 사드.
Okay.
손내리.
Okay, so yeah, sorry.
Yes, Ajahn. I have a question that I'm afraid of hell because I think if we go into the hell, it's hard to not adding hatred because in the hell it's so painful. I'm afraid of the painful.
But now you are in the hell before you go to hell. Because now you are fearful. Right?
Yeah, that's true. But what I want to ask is, Ajahn, you mentioned that if we can maintain the mind of everything like its nature or something, then we can go out of here soon. What I mean is when it's painful, not even right now, I mean, even if we have sickness and we die or something, that it's already very painful and it's very hard to say, the pain is nature and I don't have hatred. Not to mention when someone in the hell, that kind of painful.
Just be humble. Be humble to the pain, because the pain is the nature, and you are not the master of the pain. You cannot interfere. You cannot change it. So be humble to it, surrender to it. Then you are the nature.
So that means if sentient beings is in the hell, if at one moment he can be humble to the pain, for example, he is in the fire or in the oil pan or something, at the moment he realized he humble to the pain and he go with the nature, maybe he will go out from the hell at that moment.
Maybe, who knows? Maybe you need 2 moments or 3 moments. Just do it.
Okay. So it's good we train that kind of mind now. So in the hell we won't forget.
Just practice.
Okay.
Okay, so let the translator translate first.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes. And then my second question is, I can feel the body is temporary, but the mind, I feel like even after I die, is because of reborn and reincarnation, the mind is always continue. I mean,
Until
consciousness.
you go to Nibbana, right?
Yeah.
The food for the mind, or for the consciousness itself, is our cravings, because we don't want to stop the consciousness, so that the consciousness will continue itself, and you will create new bodies, and new bodies will give the energy to the new consciousness. They're reinforcing each other.
That's all?
Yes, everything is from the cravings. Cravings is the reason, is the cause of lives.
Oh. So
if we don't have the craving to continue our being, then there will be no future consciousness. I mean the individual consciousness.
no individual consciousness.
What we call the consciousness actually means the individuality.
So there's something not individual consciousness. Okay.
Okay, translation. Just like our body, your body is material, it's individual material, right? But is there something non-individual material there? Of course, yes. So that's in the same way, there's individual consciousness. So is it possible for the existence of non-individual consciousness? Of course. They're just elements of the nature. But we give it an identity, self. That is our that is our concept.
Then my question is, if I still have cravings, then
I can't hear.
Oh, Ajahn, can you hear me now?
Yes.
So as long as I have cravings, then there's consciousness that will continue. So I feel the consciousness is not temporary. It's always staying there, life after life, life after life.
But it's possible. It's possible for Nibbana, and that means even this consciousness, individual consciousness, is impermanent. But it is long enough to give you the delusion that it is permanent.
Yeah, if someone, let's say he don't know Buddhism, he don't know Nibbana at all, then that's permanent.
But it doesn't mean that it is permanent in the nature. Even it is not, it's not yet completely end the continuity, but it is always changing, always updating. Just like the flame, The flame of the fire it keeps on changing. So every second, the flames are different. But we believe that we simply believe that these flames are the same, and it's called me.
I understand this. I asked this question because I feel like I have a strong habitual tendency that I want to make this mind better, and better. And I feel I have the ability to do that. So
the best state of mind is the mind of non-self. It's the natural mind.
I understand.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Ajahn.
Okay, Sylvia. Okay, no more questions? Okay, good night.
Good night.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Thank you.